Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nutrace and we shall be playing a little bit more of PLO 20, a little bit of PLO 10 on RIO as well. Give it a call here. Does give us, what, double gutter? 4 and an 8 makes this straight as well. Not to mention a pair and a flush draw, so I'd rather not fold. That's of course rather unhelpful in terms of runouts. Alright, let's turn that King of Hearts into a bluff maybe. What's happening here? Big blind raises, or 3 bets. Alright. The open ender. As he has the overpair with hearts, I kind of doubt he's going to c-bet all that often. Everybody checks us rather happy. Speaking of things, I'm then being rather happy here, letting it go. And here we got aces and get 3-bet ourselves. Well, wonderful. We do end up taking it down. Neat. There's the ace king 7-5. Wow. And down here we fill up. So the flop was checked around and the turn decided to bet. And I suspect we're good here. Well, I do not want to get raised. Take it down, we do. Ooh, I don't have a chat open. Hang on. Duh. There you go. A top set with a straight blocker, straight draw blocker. Here I pick up a bluff, was a little bit too late to show. Made a straight in the end. Checks, and we're good. Over here, king, jack 9. Looking alright. Right, so what's happening with without a heart? I think we'll just check for now. Wait, what's happening? Is this PLO? Yeah, this is PLO 10. Okay. Check once more. We might be good. Good we are. Yeah, this one rest of the money goes in. You're doing alright so far, and we stay good. Cheers. Just amming it up. In a limped pot, we flop a flush. See a quick check. This song just takes it out of me. Turn top pair. Yeah, just checking it down. It's not just a song, it's a song of the video. Dominique Leipas, hey, welcome back to the channel, mate. I am from Germany, matter of fact. Yeah, I hail from Germany, and I currently reside in Eastern Germany. Few spots, few interesting ones. Well, sort of. We got nice aces. And top and bottom, middle and bottom pair. I guess we'll just check. And here, have the open ender. Backdoor flush draw. Well, not anymore. At least not the flush draw part. We are running good when it comes to pre-flop action. And us holding aces today. Let's do this then. And here, so I called one bet on the flop, tournament check check, and now we river a backdoor flush. The aces took it down with the 4-bet pre-flop. Here we take it down as well. And a top pair is what the dealer blesses us with. Not able board, doesn't look all that bad. Heading a gut shot. And make the 2-pair in the end. With a straight and a flush blocker. Alright. I know, the video to it is absolutely hilarious. First I thought it's a teenager singing that, but apparently it's a comedian who suffers from a rare medical condition where he just looks like he's like 14, 15. He's like over 30 years old or something. Welcome back, Real Deal. Three ways, start off with a check. This is an interesting one. Oh, never mind, it isn't. I thought we had top two. Okay, no, we don't. Misread my hand there almost. Top pair, double gut shot. Against a short stack, huh? Let's mark him out. That's low. It's like a third or a quarter. All right. Now it goes for real sizing. Pretty sweet. Is the nuts, if I'm not mistaken. Hell yeah. It's not the nuts, but it's close enough. Top two and a flush draw and a gutter. Table two, we take it down. And here we take it down. Ah, such a nice song. Sadly cut short. So, what's the deal? A pair. Pair and a wrap. Ace 8 or something, you might want to bet again. Or he could have middle set and a full house in the end. Sadly, can't argue with that too much. No PLO 20 happening on RIO right now, I believe. Nope. But plenty of PLO 10 at least. But we are having a good start to session. Doubled up twice on the PLO 10 tables. The PLO 20 tables on microgaming are shaping up to look alright as well. Jackson 7 over here. Okay. The ace is here, take it down pre. Blind versus blind. Top pair and a quick call. Bet once more and then give up. It's the bottom set. Okay. And the min raise are happening. Min raise happening here. Queen 10 to 9. Still gonna call this. Ooh, you're in the ring with Chi-Ching. Not only does it rhyme awesomely, but I do wish you the best of luck, Gloryman. Go, go, go. Win your 10%. And I had an excellent Christmas. Thank you for asking. I hope you did too, my friend. No, it was from start to finish wonderful. Good food. Awesome. Wonderful company. You know, the occasional drink. Lots of napping. Man, Christmas took it out of me. Messed up my whole sleep schedule, of course. Well, actually, it unmessed my sleep schedule from the perspective of a normal German. Because it would have been no good had I gotten up at 3 in the afternoon. Yeah, and subsequently I took a bunch of naps. Also had to do with the excellent Christmas meals we had, I suspect. Happy holidays to you too, Braceman. Nice to see you back. Thank you very much for the kind words, and even more so for the 9-month subscription streak. Wow. Thank you very much, Bracer. Happy holidays to you too, Bracerman. Hope you and your loved ones had a good one. Kippery in the channel as well. Nice to see you back, sir. I think I get the call. With the perfect connectivity, let me check up on it, but I suspect I do. On the button, yeah. Sounds pretty good to me. Yep. Awesome sauce. Any New Year resolutions, Chlorman? Nah, not really. Well, yeah, nothing that really qualifies as a New Year's resolution. Those don't work for me. I doubt they work for anyone, really. But more studying, for sure, makes the cut. How about you? You have any New Year's resolutions, and more importantly, have you found success with those in the past? There's still like a meme, right? Like a running joke that nobody ever lives up to them, puts them into practice. You're waiting for your sausage pizza to bake. That sounds kinky, but fair enough, whatever. Makes you happy, Kipri. And then radio at the PLO tables after I've finished. Oh. Well, right now, you will only get to take PLO 10 binds off of me. Or vice versa. Yeah, sadly no entries at PLO 20. Actually, none at PLO 50 either. That's unusual. My kids Santa's having a laugh and does not bring me the gifts I want. Aw, you do deserve nice gifts, Dad. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm sure your kids had a great Christmas. That's kind of what where it transitions to, right? Once you have kids. Make sure your kids have a good Christmas. Who cares about yours at that point? Nine? Where did the time go? Indeed, I couldn't tell you, man. That year flew by. Like, looking back, it feels like I've been streaming for 5 months, maybe. 5, 6 months. Max. Thank you very much, Gloryman. Another 9-month resub. It's pretty crazy. Cheers. Appreciate a lot. Appreciate it a lot. Kids at Presents. Awesome. What's a Super Bowl cruise? I would assume it's a cruise where you watch the Super Bowl. This is not enough. Private sauna for 2 hours? 240 euros for that fun, but it's worth it? What kind of sauna was that? Like, are there any... For 240 euros, I'd better be very happy once I'm done with that sauna. Jesus, sounds very expensive. But I don't know what the range of services provided was. There, that's what I was trying to say. Pear, an open-ender, and a nut flush draw. Sounds rather excellent. I think I just potted. And take it down. Oh damn, there's a excuse me. There's a very nice PLO 20 table. I think I'm gonna ditch another PLO 10 on RIO then. Probably this one. That's where most people are asleep, like 4 of them. Yeah. Wow. Well, if it works for you, Gloryman, that's awesome. They rarely did for me. Cheers, and fingers crossed for your goals for 2020. They sound worthwhile indeed. 200 NL, wow. That's territory where if you wanted to, you could probably quit your job, right? If you make it at 200 NL? Well, yeah, for sure. Nice. Well, I'm rooting for you. It's King Queen. All right. I'd never heard of something like that, Kippery. Sounds fun, to be honest. Take your friends along. Ugh. All right. All right. All right. Can't quite face that heat. And the idea yours is to get to PLO 10. I have no doubt that you will. What now? Who the hell are you and where have you been all my life? Jesus. Rainbow board, top pair, open ender. Make that the nuts for now without a single heart. Alright, let's roll this. I'm not just calling and folding on hard river here. Well, I guess I could, but... Oh, never mind, we're doing nice. And we stay good there, get caught by the bottom set. And Shazam it up. Nomusana private owned jacuzzi. Alright, I see. That's still, wow, that sounds expensive. But if it's, if you have a good time, then it's worth its money, I suspect. Ooh. Kibri is absolutely adamantly against short stacking. I don't know, man. First of all, it's nice for learning PLO. You have little to learn about post-flop play, and the things you have to learn about pre-flop are way reduced from 100 BB PLO. And even if you don't want to play short stack for long, knowing thy enemy is a good thing indeed, because you're going to meet short stackers all over the place. And I think it's worthwhile to have a bit of an insight into short stacking strategy. We are going for a squeeze with a wonderful hand. Is King Jack 10 double? Hmm. Yeah, that I was pondering about checking or going for the sizing myself. Ended up checking, as you saw. Alright, as things lie, just gonna let it be. Ah, I forgot about that, Florian, right? For PLO MTTs, short stacking is also very valuable to know. Having studied short stacking ranges, not a bad thing at all. Aces. Yeah, sure, you can't reload. There's also ICM considerations at a from a certain point onwards, but I don't know. I think it's valuable to know a little bit about it. It's a pretty selfish thing to sing. Or you have to feel full of self. I know you're beautiful because you're in my dreams. Like, what does it say about her? Does she only deserve beautiful people in the dreams, or what's the deal there? Hashtag. No, I never mind. No hashtag. The hashtag joke I was gonna make would have been in bad taste. Me lecturing? Never. As if I like the sound of my own voice. They are yeah, they're way tighter. Do we want to squeeze Ace Jack 10? I think with the Jack 10 specifically we can. Yeah, so let's. Hmm. Most backdoor flushes together ourselves. I think 400 BB we just go with it. Oof, that's nasty. We need some help. And that's not gonna help. We can only split this one with another 3 rolling off. The good old Ace-9, do 3 there. And why shouldn't you play a hand like this? Because every once in a while you get to stack some fool. I mean, there are reasons not to play that hand, but no, whatever floats his boat. That is pretty strong, and with the backdoor flush draw, we're not particularly deep against anyone. Guess we were deep a little bit here. Against like 120 BB at the beginning of the hand. Yeah. Yep. That's good enough. Pair the open ender and the backdoor flush, and all the flush draws. Feels alright. Yeah, that's very true, Kibri. The tournaments you don't want to go for the small edges. 55, 44, 45 sounds like a good flip to you. Yeah, in the cash game I'll take it every day as well. Especially for 100 big blinds. But you make a good point. In a tournament, that's not necessarily the best way to approach things. Maybe in the beginning, in the rebuy period, if you plan on firing several bullets, trying to build a stack. Yeah, I agree. That is alright. 2 pair and no an open-ender. Make that the nuts. I approve. Looks like we got a call from the 9-high straight. 8? December. Well, I'm not unhappy with December results-wise. The only thing I'm unhappy about is the volume. I can't quite say, but I'm definitely up in. Wait, hang on. In December. But yeah, the almost 2-week break was not what I was going for. I mean, of course, I knew there was going to be a break with Christmas holidays, but the cold beforehand that I had really not counted on. But I'm reasonably happy. Up a bunch of pints. I'll be able to probably tell you after the stream. Or tell you tomorrow. Doo-doo-doo. It's been sick of drunk, it's a break even. No, actually, I'm in profit for the month. Alright. It's sad, but need to let it be. Ismo back on our table. I hate having Ismo to my left. Hate having him anywhere in our table since he just keeps running pure against me. Let me see, I can tell you for microgaming at least for the month. Yeah, with Rakeback, I'm actually not up that much. Yeah, we had some brutal sessions where we run under EV quite massively, so pre-Rakeback running negative 5.7 BB, and EV-wise we should be up 5.7 BB, so that's a little bit nasty. With Rakeback we're up like 5-6 buy-ins there. It's not too much to write home about, unfortunately. But it is profit. You're never kind of sometimes always on, Rafael Madeira. Nice to see you. I really wasn't. Just talking about it. The cold messed me up. All right. Good to see you, Rafael Madeira. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. You and your family. I certainly did. You're certainly right. In the recent past, I have been on way too little. I was just lamenting that very fact. Yeah, that keeps being truer and truer the older you get, Kippery. With the alcohol EV, I guess. That's a very good point. GTO approach. That make a good t-shirt, Kippery. Top 2. It really shouldn't be an issue. He's not against a 3-better. What did you 3-bet? I think it was a fine hand. Was it like King Queen Jack 9 or something? Yeah, double suited. That's more than fair enough. So you're not going to play any of the Winter Series of Stars, Kippery? Blind versus blind, flopping the second nut straight. Main issue with MTTs for me is the time commitment. When we're talking the ones on stars, like the proper 1,000 runners or more tournaments. Up here we get to 3-bet. The Ace King Queen 8. So this is not good. Here we get called and take it down. Here we make 2 pair, and that is something. Probably bet this too. That strikes me as a good enough board. Maybe get raised. Check the turn. Not quite sure what's going on. Oh. That's sad. Good Lord, King 10-3. We did take it down on the deuce board with aces. Yeah, that's my main gripe with with tournaments in general as well. Play well for 4 hours and then you slip up one, so maybe you just get unlucky. And then all your hard work is down the drain. Okay. Nice run out. chase the ace. Well, I think I have some streams to make up for. Some missed streams. Nice to see you back, chase the ace. And it's also the same plan for tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'll post a schedule tomorrow for the next week. I do know that on Tuesday I probably won't be able to stream at all, and then I'll be back on Wednesday, Friday, probably Friday. So there's going to be another built-in break next week. What with New Year's, and I'm going to be mixing, I'm going to be DJing at a party. It turns out on New Year's Eve, which I'm looking forward to very, very much. Yeah, probably needed knowing me, I probably needed at least one day rest in between. And I'm being careful. I'm right now scheduling with 2 if I notice I can make it on the 2nd already, which would be the Thursday. Then I'll stream on Thursday, but yeah, rather not promise right now. Gloryman. Well, okay, probably. Well, I guess that's a good question. I don't know if I did. Maybe on stars in some of the micro million ones or so. I guess I was talking more in general about tournaments. Because you're right, PLO tournaments have fewer runners. Wait, why the hell? I didn't mean to call here. If playing it at all, maybe you're going for the race, but for the race fold. Other than that, just let it be. Now we are closing action here with the 2 crazy dudes involved. Have a pair, an open-ender. Actually a pair and... No, that's it. Not a wrap, just a pair and an open-ender. On a rainbow board... Oof. Don't think I'm getting away against this guy, especially if this guy folds. That's quite nice. And he's drawing dead, I believe. Cheers. Here we actually do take it down. Smallblind felt the need to call with the 6-4 deuce deuce. Okay. AM Triple T, welcome back to the channel, mate, and happy holidays belatedly. I hope you had good holidays. You do have the best emotes, I do know that. Nice to see you back, AM Triple T. Oh, seeing your name reminds me that I haven't sent the payouts for the tournament yet. I know that your name reminds me too, because I usually send money your way, since you always seem to cash in the tournaments. But you know, you raise a good question, Clorman. I don't know how many runners normal PLO tournaments and stars, for example, get. I guess a couple of hundreds, right? The ones I played. Curious to see how it's going to be in the series. I did see that the Winter Series features some PLO tournaments, so I'm going to play some tomorrow. Maybe even sell some action for them. I'll dive into them later after the stream tonight. Aces or nice ace hands all over the place currently. These took it down pre. And a nice ace-high hand here. Flop's alright too. Hey, wow. That's a good board for you. And we need a 7 or an ace. Don't get there. That's a power hand, but it took it down. Can't really argue with that. Way not enough pop music with shoo up ups these days. Glorman, yeah, right, true. Like you'll never get enough volume to just make a living off of PLO MTTs. Not that I would want to. Yeah, and to get anywhere near decent volume, you'd have to spread your action across a whole bunch of sites. Hmm. Short stacker opening up. Hmm. We do have a top set. That part is nice. There's a bunch of red tags around right now on micro. I like it. Also like this turn for sure. Might be a good card. Completes the flush, which we're not blocking. Could get us a call. Nope. And aces this time around. So he really shouldn't call. He should either come over the top, which he doesn't, which is absolutely great news, because it reopens the action against Ismo for us. So either we play a nice side pot, or we have some extra money in there. So far, so good. How about another heart? That'll work too. Cheers. And this has worked wonderful. I was hoping he would do just that. Go again for sizing where it reopens the action. This time it just calls. That is certainly sad. You know, murder folds. Everybody showing up with a quality hand there, I'd say. Could make a living PLO MTT just to play on a lot of sites. I'm not so sure. I don't know, man. I think Egbert requested that one earlier. Or maybe you did, Lauren, I don't know. And then I put it in the playlist. Oh yeah, the better, Jesus Christ, really? Better queen. Chi-Ching, how did your stream go? Welcome over from your channel, from Chi-Ching's channel, everybody. My name is Nut Raisin, and I do this on a daily basis, basically on a full-time basis. Playing PLO, streaming PLO, having a good time, and every once in a while getting raided by Chi-Ching. I saw you win the ticket, Chi-Ching. That was an awesome sight to see. How did the rest of the tournaments go for you? I suspect you had some nice runs since your stream went on for quite a while. Let me know. How did it go? Yeah, and welcome over, everyone. And when Chi-Ching is busy not raiding people or taking... when she's not busy raiding people, then she's busy playing PLO and not PLO. What am I talking about? I can't put words together today. She's playing No Limit Tournaments. Do check out her channel. One of the nicest people on Twitch. Plays No Limit Tournaments as a live cash game background as well. Certainly knows what she's doing. Has a very, very nice channel. Not the runout I was hoping for. Okay. Up in them nuts, huh? Alrighty. Probably up against an overpair and spades. No. Just someone who's drawing to split at this point. Doesn't get it, and we take it down. Cheers. I have to scroll up because I'm missing things in the chat. Oh, Egbert in the channel as well. Good to see you, sir. Fresh hell is distant. Ugh. Well, it wouldn't have made a difference had I just called. Money would have gone on the river. But Tim showing up with aces is, of course, unfortunate there. No way I'm saving any of that money. Gravy Train, hey, welcome back to the welcome to the channel, mate. Nice to see you here. Savannah Jubei or Jubel? Probably butchering the name. Anyway, it's nice to have you. Thanks for coming over with Chi-Ching's Rate. And Rafael Madeira. Yeah, it sounds positive. Don't worry. It sounds like a positive question. How did I assume the question is towards me. Well, first, English for some reason always came easy to me. I learned as a kid when computer games were in English and nothing was translated. And then, if kids want to learn something in order to play, then they damn well learn that stuff quick, too. And it was always really easy to me. I developed a feel for the language like very early on, where I didn't have to think like what tense, what clause, what grammatical construct should I be using here. So I think after 2 years of English in school, I was like at that point where I could start using grammar by feel, at least the simple stuff from the beginning. And then I spent a year in the U.S. and at the end of the 90s. And ever since, I stayed away from all the Germans there, and even told my parents I'd only be calling them every couple of months because I really wanted to immerse myself into the English language while I was there, which I did fairly successfully, I feel. And once I came back, the internet was upon us, and with that, I was able to watch all my media, all my videos, all my movies in English. I've been doing that ever since. I listen to audiobooks every day, fall asleep to an English audiobook usually. And later on, I spent 2 years in Canada working there, and that was after I was studying to be a translator for a year. And afterwards, I went to Canada to further solidify my English knowledge, and yeah, always came easy to me, I guess is the short answer. I was kind of lucky in that regard, which is not true for every language. I had Spanish for a bunch of years and reached a point where I was able to use grammar there by feel as well. Now, of course, these days, since I haven't used it in 20 years, I don't remember anything. Like, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Is the extent of it, basically. And on the other hand, I had French, and French I barely passed, like really by the skin of my teeth. Kibri, I only play one PLO 10 table right now, because I have plenty of PLO 20 action on microgaming, and the tables are kind of nice too. Rating people. Nice intro, right? A professional streamer right there. I swear, man. I gotten rusty over the break. I can't. Unfortunately, I'm not ill anymore. I can't blame the cold anymore. I have to. I'll figure out something to blame. I'm sure I'll come up with something. Ah, we're switching. Happy to hear it went well. That's awesome. Oh God, it looks like a soccer discussion. I will have nothing to contribute there. Except, did you see the ludicrous display last night? They always try to walk it in. If you don't know the reference, then you should definitely start watching DRT Crowd. Makes us a nice second nut flush. Hmm. Oh, so that's Kippery right there. I guess it's kind of fair we had position on Kippery on the table we were at earlier in the earlier stream today. You speak better English than I do, and that's my first language, so keep it up. Ah, you're very nice. Thank you, Raphael. I will, one way or another. Actually, I'm at a point where I made a mental note of starting to listen to some English language audiobooks for a change, because I speak English 7 hours a day, and if tops, I speak another half hour of German usually. And I have a lot of situations in my day-to-day life, and I go shopping or whatever, or just talk to people, where I have to perfectly reply, and I have an English, it's a phrase in English, or it's an English idiom, or whatever, and I just stand there awkwardly trying to figure out what I should be using in German then. Just really weird, and it's been like that ever since I came back from Canada. It did get better after a couple of years. It took a surprising amount of time. But then the streaming started, and now it's all for naught. That progress on that front, I mean. It supports Liverpool. I leave it up to my trusty mods. Trusty and trusted. What? Are you serious? How in the hell? Okay. Little Britain. Oh God, that takes me back. Never watched the show a lot. I watched some clips here and there, but I could never get into Little Britain. Did you see if it's yeah, right? What a ludicrous display. Get erased from 3-bit wizard. Himself a rather aggressive gentleman. Ooh. It's a table you have to sit down on. Better 2-pair, okay. Guess it was kind of a blocker bet. So I'll have a table open on the side and move it over when something interesting happens. Or is there one I want to close? Not really. Flush draw 4 ways. That's not a lot. Wow. A set, you say. So better to call with the flush draw and the set and the additional money here. Let's see a river then. Be freaky if he decides to raise now. All right. It's the problem if he raises, then we'll need to let it go, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Good fold, I guess. JC is a very lovely gentleman. I agree. Can never ban Chase the Ace. Have fun looking, Chi-Ching. So here in this table is the table. Actually, I'm gonna leave this one to the screen. Put another one off screen. This is pretty action-packed here with Nokia Dam in there, and he seems to be a rather energetic cookie as well. Seen him raise and play a lot so far. Queen Jack Jack. So he wears the right tag. Nothing to say there, and he certainly gets an aggressive tag as well. Yeah, I guess so, Gloraman. I guess so. It's like Seinfeld. If you never lived in the US, Seinfeld is a show that, for most people, is gonna elicit the meh reaction. That is alright, giving us the nuts with a redraw, actually. Open-ended straight flush draw at this point. Not to mention redraws to a whole bunch of better straights. Put more money in. Seems to be the way to go. Then we got this one as well. We called on the button flop, alright, I'd say here we took it down, looks like. And here we take it down as well. Play hand against Skippery, and what a nice board. I would strongly debate pleasuring myself. I've never seen that phrase so politely. Huh. What's this then? Tens. That's unfortunate. We have to flush draw. He has a knack of showing up with better sets. Managed to do that twice now so far. It's a table where actually I do want to play as many hands as I can. It's a pity we have this guy. But it'll be more of a problem once we get deep there. And that we have this guy to our left, I mean. I think I didn't quite finish that sentence. I don't know how to, I honestly don't know how to respond to that one, Sluska. I mean, it's possible in general. It's a customization option that I hadn't considered for the nut raisin shop, for the massive nut raisin merchandise empire. Yeah, not something I'd considered so far. Cheers, Rafael Medera. They do. I know they're not cheap. I wish they were cheaper, but I do know that they're excellent quality. I got the t-shirts from them. Love the quality of those. The mug is also again. I wish it was cheaper, but I guess it's all right. And yeah, the quality of the clothing is awesome. I keep hearing that from people who buy other products from the what is it, Bad Beat Clothing website. Just been thinking, yeah, I think that every once in a while. Chase the ace. I do think that every once in a while. Hmm. I kind of played this one on autopilot a little bit, unfortunately. this one going on. Top 2. German, thank you for being around. For dropping into to the late night stream. Glory. Appreciate it. You sleep tight, my friend. So we turn all right. Turn a whole bunch of equity here. Unfortunately, we get absolutely nowhere in the end. Oh well. For offsuit aces, these are pretty convincing aces and queens there. Good enough. That is a long tank. All right. Wow. I suspect we're just gonna check raise there. Meanwhile here, not check raising, rather just raising it right away. Check raise denied, so it was check behind us. Still gonna go for it. So it's a weird line by Cyprian, certainly a weird line by us at this point. To make the flush, which shall be good enough. Okay, strange hand. And ooh, wait, what? Really? That's nice. Meanwhile, here we're gonna go all in. Flop top 2, well, the rest of the money is gone in, SPR of 0.5. Ooh, we need help. That is potentially helping, but not enough. You can see good old 9877 there. And here we can't fade either, man. We just get hit by everything today. Not much you can do. Except be sad. Oh, where's your disco? Okay, understood. Where's your Cisco? That doesn't make any sense to me. My name is Ben. Okay, we are free rolling him. No join the end. Out of these, my favorite, I'd say Ben Stiller. Out of the given choices. Yeah, has to be Ben Stiller. Or if I'm feeling peckish, then it's Ben from Ben and Jerry's Ice Cream. But yes, der Alte has it right there. That is my actual first name. So single raised part and then got 3-bet, certainly not folding to the 3-bet, and here letting it be. But it was a good guess with the Ben. But in the end, it was a sad few minutes there. Not much we could have done in any of these spots, except shovel the money in as fast as we can. Ben Affleck I like too. I mean, it's tough not to like Ben Affleck. But all around I'd go with Ben Stiller. If the letter was short. Yeah, that's the problem with the internet in general. It's tough to tell Chase the Ace. Nah, but he's actually completely right there. What he's saying is completely true. Surprisingly, something Americans could never pronounce. I guess it's the sh. But it's the same as in shenanigans or even Shazam. So I'm not quite sure what the issue was there. Your count makes me none the wiser. I know how that feels. Okay, closing the action. We ended up calling here. Pretty decent board. Should get a checker raise in quite often. Would be nice to win one. Telling you that much. Man, there was a bunch of brutal spots recently there. Jesus. I'm not too well versed on the flavors of. I can only. Well, there's a macadamia one that's quite awesome. Oh, hang on. I think of Häagen-Dazs. I believe. I can pretty much only say I haven't come across a Ben & Jerry ice cream flavor that I didn't like. I can't come up with a single flavor of Ben & Jerry's that like stands out in my mind that I even remember specifically. I guess anything with cookie dough in it is a good start, or if it has like brownies or something. A huge sucker for a decent brownie. You can't get a good brownie in Germany at all. At least I've never gotten one. Seems like 3-bit Wizard is crushing those tables. Yeah, he's doing all right. Still haven't been able to clearly make my mind up about him. Not against him. Yeah, he's definitely doing all right. Here in the big blind. Up, all right. Down here with the aces, we turn all right too. Not to mention here where we have the nuts currently. No, 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 just yes. He's completely, he's telling the exact, the entire truth and nothing but the truth. I thought I made it clear. No, it's my Stefan. Stefan is my actual given first name. Wonders if this is a bit too loose. King 10 9 4 double suited for the button. Doesn't strike me as absolutely horrible. No, it's fine. That's perfectly fine, and it's a race call too. Really? Pretty tight gentleman as well. All right, I guess. Okay, can we fade? Well, not so far. Okay, we fill up this time around. Take one down. So that's how that feels. I forgot. Opted only to call on the flop because there were like 2 peeps left to act behind me at that point. JC is no, I can pretty much only say that it's English and German. I did learn Spanish and French in school, and Spanish I actually started to enjoy at some point and was pretty good at, or good enough at some point at it too. But all of these languages I haven't spoken in, well, 20 years, pretty much. And French I was never, French I barely passed. My ignorance when it comes to the French language could fill books. I don't know the first, even when I was like still in high school, I didn't know the first thing about French. Never did. So basically, just ignore that I added French there. For Spanish, I was doing all right. I guess with a refresher, I could get back into it relatively quickly. Nah, dude, you're just weird. He's showing up with the aces here, then it's super strange. Just call me Chase from now. It's also my given name. Will do, Chase. I can pronounce French quite nicely. I've been told I sound alright when I speak French, which was a problem for me in Quebec because people were like, "Well, you sound like you speak French." Wait, you really flopped a set here? All right, but we triple up for a change and take down a nice pot, much needed pot too. I kind of lost it mentally when I saw him show up with a flush. Yeah, so that never helped me in Quebec. Because I could sound when I told him in French that I don't speak French, it sounded like decent French, and so it's a kind of that's a problem. Also, Shazam taking down a much needed pot. Looks like we fill up here. Should be good. Der Alte, thank you for hanging out again, and I hope you have a very pleasant evening. That's an awesome run out. So Ace is not gonna fold. Kings might, but that's about it. Of course, we're boned if he has the obvious 4, but meh. Nice. Whew, another much, much needed Shazam. "37 entries at PLO 10 now in Rio. That's nice to see. I like it. Here we just completed in the small blind, flop the open a straight flush and a flush already. Plus a pair. And we also got this going on. Get a raise, really. Pick a number between 1 and 1,000. I'll take 1. Just because it's never taken. It's never picked. Hey, hang on. Yes, nah. Mean to time out, but I probably would have ended up folding. Yeah, who was that? Bracerman. Bracerman, don't learn German. That's a horrible language to learn. I think French is really, really hard to learn as well. At least it was for me. French is a confusing language too. If you say, can it be 1 if it needs to be between 1 and 1000? Does it include the 1? You get raised by Kippery, alright. Let's boogie. Oh, okay. I think we flop alright. We take it down. And we were up against King, King, Queen, 9. Double suited, no, single suited. Okay. No, I actually don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. I'll take 73 then. Alright, starting off with a check there. Wait, did I? I hope I bet here. Yeah, I did. Didn't I? Did I check this now amongst all the goings-ons? I hope not. You will have to round up. Now you got me curious. Okay, when you said now I have to round up, I had a feeling. But before that, I honestly didn't. It wasn't a double bluff with picking the 1. Thank you very much, Chase the Ace, for the bits. Jesus Christ. You're something, Chase the Ace. Cheers. You certainly never fail to put a smile on my face, but you do that by just being here, I should add. Sluska telling me not to badmouth the German language. It's just hard. It's a tough language to learn. No, but it does have its uses, that language. I have to admit. Oh, I didn't see the third guy in there. Over here, happier times where we fill up. He does check it though. Not quite sure what it means. Yeah, okay. I guess people like that are allowed. Even the crazies are allowed to have quads every once in a while. That does make sense. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Oh man. Yeah, we took it down. passed in German, but didn't deserve to. Man, that's the same story with me and French. Passed it by the skin of my teeth for all the years that I stupidly took it. But barely. Just barely passed. Eddie Amador, wow, that track I haven't heard in ages. Is he really having the 5-7? I guess he could. Yeah, really did. How in the world did he make it to the... I didn't see many 5-7s that make it to the turn even. The other question would be, how often do we get bluffed there? And I think the answer is not often enough. Aces, pretty crappy aces, but aces nevertheless. Kikazi, nice to see you here, my friend. I did indeed. I had a wonderful Christmas. Absolutely no complaints. It was very enjoyable from start to finish. Great food, awesome company, the occasional drink, more than the occasional nap or early night, and yeah, just an enjoyable time all around. I hope you did too, Kikazi. So, a bunch of spots in the meantime. You're let out on the flop. I'm gonna bet with the ace of whatever that is, spades. Nice. Did not have to straight flush there, I guess. I have a tough time having a follow-up to that very, very awesome comment, JSTAs. No worries. Oh man. And the chat is everybody here in this channel makes me want to stream every day. Every day. I never started streaming and felt like, oh god, you have to stream again. And that's almost exclusively due to the nice peeps in the channel here, to all of you. And oh right, your mom came by with 2 bottles of wine. Well, that's nice to have a bottle of wine with your mom every once in a while. Sounds awesome. Thank you very much, Chase DS. You're too kind. It means a lot to me. Actually, had me blushing a little bit. I believe. Cheers. Kazi, does this bluff too much or does it never bluff? Yeah, that's not a bad point at all. You certainly have the peeps that never bluff, that bluff too much marked down. Two pair in the end. Very, very nice aces on another table. I mean, he bet really small, but still. More aces on this table. Like this then. Letting this go. When I may say action, I mean live. Really? Notice the difference there between red and white? That calls for an experiment. Mostly just beers. Not the plural. Actually, like when I do want to have a glass of wine or more, I like rosé a lot these days. Just try to keep this guy in maybe. Pity that we have the king of spades as well. See if maybe a flush, lower flush is gonna call a lot, and the straight might. We're getting two cards, really? No. And he had the 6-high flush with 3 spades. Okay. I have little comparison. I can only say that you are certainly right in saying that the PLO community is awesomely nice. The PLO community in Twitch has surprised me initially. Matter of fact, I was expecting a certain amount of of noise, of peeps of trolls, of all these things that happen on the internet, all these peeps you meet on the internet, and I'm stumped that none of them, at least, none of them decide to show up on the stream, at least. Yeah. Oh, right. That's a good. Right. You have like the sort of what people call backseat players berating you for your plays. I guess it's tougher to do in PLO. Not that many people feel that they know PLO well enough to give it a shot with the berating. A pair, a gutter, and we certainly want to see a river, and that's exactly the river we want to see. We want to see here. Cool. I doubt we get a call, but you never know. Certainly doubt we get a bet if we check. Oh, there you go. Nice. Just showing up with Bubkas there on the turn. Shazamming it up. Just a personal observation. Yeah. That is true. That I've seen a lot more critical comments, lot more strategic advice, so to say, if you want to put it nicely, in No Limit streams when I do watch like some YouTube videos or stuff. Yeah, everyone in PLO wants the best for everyone, whereas it's just a big dick swinging contest. There might actually be a lot of truth to that, yeah. Certainly, people are willing to help each other out readily in PLO. Like, you've had some rather famous names here that were giving strategy advice, and just being all around nice and helpful. Yeah, so I think you might be onto something there. It's also, it helps that it's a smaller community, I guess. Just statistically, you have less noise. Fair enough, Chase. Yes, you must have had a bad one then. Usually, the last of the evening, the last wine or the last glass of the evening tends to be the bad one. Because after that, I usually feel ill. Danish beer is all right. Yeah, I've actually had some. Don't ask me about names though. I couldn't tell you. And German beer, yeah, of course, can't go wrong with that. Czech beer too. Czech beer is amazing. Swinging my ticket, but no one notices. So that's what that massive whooshing noise was. In the meanwhile, over here, decided just to call. Sounds good. And we flop interesting. There's nobody betting here at all, huh? Ooh, this might also be one for the DJ set. Here we get called and we're good. Yeah, I think I need to load this one on YouTube and download it later. I mean, damn it. Check it out more in depth later on. Phew, I think I got away with it. Nobody noticed that. Wait, what happened to the song? Is that part of it? If so, I need to find... Oh, it's part of the song, okay. Actually, I could turn on to a nice drink in the summer chase days, which sounds absolutely revolting. Coke and red beer. Red wine, sorry, what am I talking about? Coke and red wine. It's a nice summer drink. Last time I told that to someone, everybody was like, yeah, it's an old hat. Everybody knows that. Making me feel plenty stupid. I can tell you exactly when it reaches the pitch of my tinnitus. Not there yet. Ah, I think it stopped too soon. Okay, maybe that's not one for the DJing. This song. It's too involved. Too weird. Alright, a top pair, got our backdoor flush. It's something. Alright, for the surprise, see a turn. Not too happy that there are two peeps left to act behind. Have a double gut shot now. He bets again, we're gone. There's that, Kikali. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, that's true. No Limit is on TV, so more people are exposed to it. Yeah, like the armchair generals in strategy games. I guess we could be good here. And so we are. Front door and back door flush draw. A single raise pot. That's a good point, Kikazi, yeah. Here we get the squeeze, and it feels alright too. YOLO, the Kippery says. We're talking soft drinks, or? Yeah, well, yes, we are. Well, yeah, I've never been a fan of the alternative to that. Of the alternative interpretation of that word. Well, I kind of doubt Kippery wants to check it here, but if he does, then that's fine. If not, we're not folding naturally. Oh, two pair for us is a good start. And we win the side pot and either break even or make a small profit there. Cheers. So yes, definitely the soft drink. But I guess it's a necessary question to ask these days. We got this as well, which is a rather sizable pot at this point. When it goes the right way. Bromelia, nice to see you here. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas time with you and your family. Good to see you, mate. Put him in bed. Well, I guess if he folds, we see a turn. It's an intriguing one, all things considered. And we're good. Sadly, with 2 peeps left to act behind, kind of need to let it be without a single club. Over here we do get the bluff, I feel. Phew. Had me worried. Bunch of aces coming our way. These. Wait. What else? 2 pair. Okay, we're looking at a rather big party down the road. Aces and sevens. And we're deep. Ah, boy. Feel free to tell me I overplayed that hand, and chances are you would be right. But boy, does it feel good to take it down! Ah, 430 euro pot. Jesus Christ in a basket. Ah, I got sweaty palms. No mom spaghetti, but sweaty palms. So give me a second. Ah, I'm not gonna lie, that put some adrenaline into my system there. Jesus. Oof. Oh Lord. See if we can secure the main pot for us here, the side pot for us at least. Wow, we do more than that right now. Oh, he turns a pair. But get the side pot. Oh man, that shook me up a bit. We can't. JC, it's funny you should ask. We were planning on doing one. But in the end, it didn't materialize. At least my brother hadn't hollered back. So Hey, cheers for the squeeze, man. Thanks. So no, we ended up not going fishing. I mean, my brother has his hands full right now. My youngest niece is now 2 months old, so yeah, he has his work cut out for him. I doubt we'll get to manage. We'll manage one before the year's over. We'll see. So I kind of need to ditch one of the tables and replace it for another one. And it's probably going to be the one where we're deep. It doesn't matter too much. We're not that deep effectively against anybody except him. But I don't have the... Like, a lot of the bankroll that I have on this site is now tied up on this one table. Yeah, that's what it's going to be like. Fishing trips, no pun intended. No, no. Shazam indeed. Thanks, guys. Oh, cheers. Oh, thanks, Garamanja. Figured he had to be in bad shape when he called. Yeah. Right, that... I mean, I do have this guy marked as crazy, and I have him as call happy, heads up on the river, on straight boards with 2 pair. So I know he's capable of calling down light. Never heard it before, but it made you laugh. Oh, cheers. Just noticed, I hope I wasn't muted for the last couple of minutes, but I don't think I was. I hope I wasn't. Top trips, eh? Nice splash here, 3 big blinds in the middle. That's a no-limit hero call. Yeah, you're right. I mean, he could have made a bunch of 2 pair, I guess. See what was his equity. Check out the hand. Try to bluff Kipri for change. Why not? Try that in a while. Phew! Neat. €65 in profit in that pot alone. I mean, he had 13% on the... Okay, he had a little less than I would have thought. 13% equity is what he had on the turn there. Phew. Certainly could have c-bet. After a 3-bet here, wouldn't have minded, to be honest. Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't really... I guess I don't know. I guess it is an approach, yeah. There is still plenty of money left to play for. I really didn't want to, which is why I went about it differently and just pushed. He's not short anymore. I guess it's an approach, yeah. Fold some nasty mirrors, yeah. Against this specific opponent, I'm happy to get it in. That I have to say, yeah. Because he's marked in red, and he deserves it marked too. He's among the crazier players that we are facing. Yeah, so against him, I'm not unhappy to get it in at all. Into our left. Actually, that would have been a nice table to ditch, at least for now, until we get a better seed. This guy is an awesome seed. This seed would be fine too. I think I'll just call. So let me take another look at the hand, Chase the Ace. See if I can come up with a better answer than I mostly don't know. Check the turn. Turn put two flushes out there. That's certainly true. Flush draws out there. Hmm. Yeah, but on the turn the SPR. No, I'm not checking the turn. I think SPR is less than 1 at this point. We just have to go with it. Wonder, Kippery, how you would have played it when he calls the flop. This, in general, there's not many two pair out there. There's not many Jack 6. There might be like an Ace Jack 10 5 double suited. Sure, that would be a possible top two. But that's pretty much it on the flop here. Top set, sure, sometimes, but would have to. It's not impossible, yeah. Like queens and jacks, kings and jacks double suited would be a hand you could play like that. Or a reasonable player could play like that. I'll show the right thingy, yeah. But against him specifically, I think I just put it in here pretty much every time. Yeah, right. Not many sets. Like jacks are most likely, and that's pretty much it. Sure, sometimes he has kings and fives, kings and deuces, even single suited, but not very often at all. Guess he has more rundowns. Might jam some because of the flush draws. Yeah. Great. Because he has a very profitable bluffing spot if he check the flop and then one of the flushes rolls off. Where he doesn't need to have a hand and still can get us off our hand quite often. I mean, you really can't, with a player like this, like with the red tech there, you really can't exclude a set of fives or even a set of deuces or even a five deuce or jack five from his range because he shows up with so many weird hands there as well that you really wouldn't put into anybody's range there. But yeah, not many. I think it is going to be a lot of rundowns, so they got a lot of hands that, like he had, an ace jack type of deal where he has a top pair and has some two pair outs. Agreed, Legends Killer. This player's range in particular is so wide. No, I wouldn't be talking about this all this relaxed had we lost a hand, naturally. I don't think it would have changed anything. Checking is good for me, and we are good. Aces and kings. Wait, no, aces and a king. True that, yeah. He is probably gonna slow play some sets there. Especially those that maybe block a spade as well. And we might be crushed there sometimes, yeah. Agreed. But not really that often. Well, ooh, good. That would have been just nasty to lose it against this trade at this point. Nice hand, Kippery. Yeah, a true crazy too. There's no sugarcoating that that guy is a maniac. Right, I forgot to shout out earlier. Padres Patty with a follow earlier. Thank you very much. Completely forgot about it in amongst all the excitement, I guess. Thank you very much for following. And now, Suplima Chan. I'm probably butchering the name as well. Let's see. Suplima Chan, maybe? I'm doing my best. The main point I'm trying to make is thank you very much for following. And to note Hat's work for PLO. Guess I'm going PLO Pro in 2020. Awesome. The more the merrier. Would be nice to have more PLO and another PLO player in the channel. Go for it, Niveki. Go for it. Yeah, and he could. I agree, Sluska. He a player like this could have any two pair there. He could have the Jack 5. He could have the 5 deuce, not even the Jack 5. For sure. That's a bit unhappy. Not a crazy dude. SBR. I'm not quite sure if I can give an entirely qualified answer to that question. Chase the ace. There's certainly boards you can fold, like straightening boards. This one, I think it's close. Here, let's common off for a really small sizing. You return nicely. Did have the ace of spades, so it was 2 spades on the board. Given that I don't think we are going to be up against that many set of jacks there, I think it's alrightish to go with it at that point. Board pairing might be a problem, but if so, we'll know in a moment. Actually, without the with the queen of diamonds, I wish I would have checked. So he can't call down with the second nut flush draw, nut flush at this point. Yeah, I have a feeling I overplayed the hand slightly, chased the ace, which is why I was reluctant to give an answer there. It's something I gonna look into soon with more studying. Yeah, this guy is gonna call his queens and kings probably as well. True. Nice music selection as always, Egbert, by the way. I also agree, Legends Killer, it's very opponent dependent. Other opponents might have to check the turn and even fall in the river. Completely agree. Here, a maniac I know from the days past, Bessenhole. Let's see his stats, can't quite recall. This guy is usually up to. But we have the 3-bet wizard to our left, that's not ideal. To keep in mind. Nothing else happening for us currently. Well, tell a lie, we got this one going on. And that's a decent enough flop. Losing some appeal on the King of Diamonds turn. Checks it again, no? Alright, I guess. Called with a pair of queens on the flop. Nope. Yep. Good point, Chase Tears. What's the difference between Nolim Toldem and PLO chats? Yeah. Everybody here being very helpful. This will be a squeeze, I suspect. Yep. Got her in front and backdoor flush. Thinking... This guy leads his strong hands. I do know that. That's what the note says. Still, we have a little bit too much potential to give it up right now. Ugh. That's of course the only trouble, being that there was a third party left to act behind us. At this point, need to let it be. Yeah. So then the note was completely right. And has 2 exclamation points too, which means that I've seen that happen a bunch of times already. Let's give it a third. XLF remix? Ugh. You failed us, Egbert. You failed us. Sorry in advance for the next track. Oh, perfect. Good timing. Yeah, not putting that one to the playlist, I'd say. There is, you could try, what's it called? Hang on. There's something like that. Sluska, you were asking the question. Poker juice, hang on, what's the... Juice is not the one I'm thinking about. Can't even find the link up here. Pro Poker Tools, you could try that one. Sluska, you can put in ranges there, just put it into PLO mode. It's a nice little program, or a nice little website where you can use it for free to check out equities. Against like ranges, against specific hands, against ranges. Let's just I honestly think this is an excellent approach, no matter what stake you play. Give an input in strategy discussions. Even if you might not always be spot on, you think about it more. You're enticed to think more about it, yeah. Nothing happening in the meanwhile. Cheers, Luska, my pleasure. Pair 5s is going to be good. No, not against a pair of 7s, apparently. So the 3-bet wizard, certainly a strong player most of the time, also has some weird opens and some weird 3-bets, which makes me hard to put a label on him. Makes me hard to? Oh god. Okay, move it on. Wait, damn it. I didn't mean move on by open limping here. Oh lord. At least I get punished for it. Now let go. A nut flush draw with a bunch of overcards. That would be one of them. Also gives us a gut shot. Shoot, Chase Deers. You get to pick any bone you like. Got all the pairs. Got a nut flush draw on top. Nobody bets, huh? I guess we just check it down. Turns out to be good. It's quite enjoyable. Don't see what causes here that we beat. Ace Jack, maybe Ace Queen. Oh, the doggy on stream. Please do remind me in tomorrow's afternoon stream, and I'll bring him on. I'll happily do that. You're completely right. I did promise. My mom is sleeping downstairs, and she's still ill, so I don't want him blasting up and down the stairs. Because if I call him now, he's gonna be like, all happy and just gonna blast up the stairs. I'd like to avoid the noise, but tomorrow afternoon certainly. Aw. Aw. That's nice, Chase the Ace. Comes to get, came to get some pets, huh? You have all the queens, and what we get on flop? All the kings. Nothing is happening to us in great amounts all over the place right now. PLO 20 on Rio? Nope. Plenty of PLO 10, however, and some PLO 200 too. 9 entries there. How about no limit hold'em? Only one table, no limit 4, no limit 20. Yeah, traffic has been pretty weak over the holidays, which I believe is true for most sites, so. Has been going amazing before that. Pair and gutter and this guy. Leads really small. These are the bane of your life. They used to be mine too. I do enjoy the tournaments on Natural 8 just for the fact that they're basically glorified multi-table sit and goes. Somewhere between 30 and 60 entries usually. That I can deal with. That doesn't take forever. I love-hate relationship. I hear ya. Okay, so this is why I remember this guy fondly. If you take a look at, take a look at the stats, a 3-bet of 45% folds to 4 bets. Wait, folds to 3 bets in 16% of the cases. Also have a decent sample on him, 180 hands. Lowish for such a crazy player, 4-bet, only quote unquote 15%. But man, what a fun gentleman. Yeah, I can see that Legends Killer. Jay Hernandez's thought process is a fascinating thing. Also fascinating is having aces here. Maybe this guy, not so crazy, it more looks like a wreck at this point. Albeit an active one, but still. There. Yeah, I'm the same Legends Killer. Watching others play makes me want to play too. Oh, we still take it down. Nice. Feel a squeeze coming on. We're certainly not folding. We have the low rep and all the backdoor flushes. Adds a 4 to the card so it could make us a straight. None of the flush draws materializing. Hey, there's that 4. Alright. Incredibly bored when you play no limit. Never had any hold over me when it came to cash game online. At a home game, sure, let's play no limit. That'll be fun. But online, eh. No limit is lame. Agreed. For tournaments, it's a good game. Probably a better one than PLO. Ooh, what I spy with my little eye is the nuts. Facing a quick bet too. Against a crazy dude too. Nice. See if he wants to bluff. I doubt we get a call from him all that very often. He had aces. Wow, he actually had something pre. Not a nice turn. Certainly not for us. We do have a gutter. Wow, I got pretty lucky here. And took down a little more than a buy-in. Yeah, the tendency of hero calls is something I have worked on successfully in the past for PLO as well. I did tone them down. I remember some today that didn't go my way. One of them being against a maniac. I remember the spot. But yeah, they do get the better of me in PLO. Cost me a good amount of money so far. Which is also why I'm very eager to tone those down. I think I'm slowly getting there. Just gonna call. If somebody else wants to 4-bet, then that would be swell. 2 pair. To pair the nut flush blocker, which is slightly exciting. Nah, not 4 ways. Turn alright. We do it again. I only limped it. There was an open limp, so I decided to limp myself. And this time around, just potting it right away. Wonderful, we do get it in. And wow, he's drawing thin, to say the least. Needs a 9 and a 9 only. Does not get it, and we take the rest of this gentleman's money for an almost full buy-in pot there. Nice. That was good. That was the last hand for best and ho on the table too. Right, something in the some things in the chat to catch up with. Let me do that. So it's kind of interesting. So with an uncapped range, 100% range there, he has an equity advantage. Well, okay. Interesting. Give him a chance to 4-bet maybe. He is short. Nope. No joy. And we have top and bottom here. I thought about checking. Maybe he wants to bet, and if he calls, we can just come over the top. Or certainly good for his range. Way better than for ours. And without a heart, if you have to give up here. Give me more chance to catch up with the chat then. Yeah, Legends Killer, that's what turned me off of No Limit. And because that was true 10 years ago, that people were starting to get really good even in the micros. I mean, way less so than today, but there were just so many resources out there. There always have been for, at least for a long time now, for No Limit Hold'em. That it takes a whole lot of work to get on a level where you can compete. JC is, yes, not only considering, but also strongly planning on doing it. So I will most likely enjoy and get free access to Poker Juice as soon as their cloud version is finished, which should be in the very near future. I actually had a long chat with one of the a Skype call with one of the developers where he showed me the cloud version for it. I have access to it right now, but I can't use it on stream currently. But as soon as I can, it's gonna be a thing on the channel going forward. I've been saying it for a while, but so far I lack the tools. At least I don't enjoy free access to enough tools, which is gonna change really soon. Also the mastermind tool, whatever that's gonna be, I think it's similar to, what's it called, PLO Visions. So I'm gonna have access to that presumably once it comes out, because I do enjoy access to the mastermind anyway. And yeah, so as soon as I have more tools at my disposal, it's basically the short version. This is going to be a fixture on this channel, study streams. It's going to be, I haven't decided on a frequency, but I suspect a weekly thing. Yeah, going through hand histories, looking for things in general, diving deeper into specific spots. Would love to, and it will happen. Would love if you did, no pressure. No, I'd love to do it as well. And it's not going to be a hypothetical thing. It's not going to remain a hypothetical thing. It's going to happen for sure. Would you all get to take your turn? What's not to laugh there? I smell a trap. I'll take it under advisement, Legends Killer. Poof. Don't know if we get to fold here at this point with the gutter and the flush draw. I doubt it, actually. He's a better flush draw. We're certainly a little bit boned. This is probably the weakest spot where I call, but I think I do call. See where this goes. Oh, nice. Oh, come on, come on, come on, some help. Nice! Get the straight. Whew. So here, check the flop. Raised his river bet for his turn bet for pot. And now we see what's what. Shazamming it up twice in a row. Yes. Whew. It's good. Wait, what's happening? Why is my voice so high? Okay, we need to fold. Man, at some point we were down 160 euros on microgaming. 8 buy-ins. Now with breakback, we're basically we're breaking even. Which also means we're breaking even for the day currently. Neat. Ginger snaps, raisin. Yeah, I thought about it. It's very possible it's a better approach. On the other hand, I ended up thinking my hand needs a lot of protection there. And they're not just bad turns in a deck. They're a bunch of neutral ones where we can still get the rest of the money in there. Also, welcome back, Ginger Snaps. So I think that's fine too, yeah. Protect from button pressure. Yeah. Heads up, probably more so than three ways. Checks draws on what can reasonably reduce till he does not, if he checks that he does not have a straight draw. It's a good point. That's actually not a bad point at all, yeah. You certainly have, my friend, Chase. You certainly have been here more than long enough to deserve that. That's what I like about the English language, that there's no built-in formal third person, which you have in almost all the other languages. You know, the formal third person singular. Ginger snaps most fish with better equity. Probably. Yeah, I guess it kind of depends. There was a flush draw on that board, right? Guess it kind of depends if they have the flush draw on top. Without the flush draw, even fish might, even recreational players might check back there sometimes. Me too, Chase. Me too. I think it's going to be fun for the channel, but also it'll be, you know, guaranteed study time of mine. Wait, what's happening here? Well, no two ways about it. We put more money in here. Also, pretty crazy character. Do you ever play live? To sadly, not right now in German. Well, first of all, for live poker, I would need a bigger bankroll. Unless I go, you know, play it like no limit 1-2. That'd be fine. And in Germany, there are, like, it's not too far to the King's Casino, but the downside of playing, at least in Central Europe, as far as I know, there's no decent spot within driving distance from me where the rake is bearable. From what I hear, it's still profitable to play cash games in casinos, but just knowing how much the rake is, like it's capped, just to give you an idea in case you don't know, it's capped somewhere around, the percentage is the same as anywhere else, but the cap is somewhere around 20, 25 euros, so 25, $30. And oof, that's quite a cap. It's like 3, 4 times the cap of American casinos or Canadian casinos. But I did play live in a few tournaments, like a few league tournaments in Germany, which are a thing. And I played live in the US, where I played some limit poker. I actually had a Christmas vacation in 2013, I believe, when I was working in Canada for 2 years. And then I figured, you know, being alone on Christmas kind of sucks. Being alone in Vegas, different story entirely. So I went to Vegas and played my heart out at the limit tables. Again, bankroll considerations had me play limit 4-8, which is almost unbeatable. The rake is almost unbeatable there. I did make a profit. A couple of $100 actually. Tried to get some 8-16 games going, but didn't have any luck. But yeah, that was an awesome week. I had a lot of fun. Playing live is just so enjoyable, not to mention profitable. I remember pissing off a lot of Old Man Coffees with the way I was playing, because I was playing a mean limit game back then. It was shortly after I had my stint as a pro, before Black Friday happened, and, destroyed that dream. Because then there were just simply no limit hold'em games online anymore, at least not enough pretty quickly after Black Friday. I remember pissing off some people. Table changed away from me. These young, to paraphrase what they were thinking, or sometimes saying, these young people in their raises. How can you raise that? How can you not? It's just not what I answered, but people did ask me, like, how can you raise this and that? And I mean, dude, because it's a raise. Like, have you not read the book? Ooh. With a pair in our hand, I suspect we bet this. And bet it's... Yeah. Bet it for a decent amount. I'm woefully behind on the chat. Give me a moment. Yeah, I'd rather take this down now, to be honest. Also an awesome song. Good old Krut und Dorfmeister. Down here we on the turn, so on the flop we bet small, bet for half pot, which we're certainly calling with the top pair and an open ender. Right. Yeah, top pair and open ender. And now we do make our straight. We're good. Shazam. And Ginger Snaps, Legends Killer, and Chase the Ace. Love the strategy discussion there. Which, like, interesting to read. Interesting for me. Also educational. Yeah, I'm just, jumping in here at some point where I scroll to find the right frequencies to check back there is tough. Defending the big blind. Having a top pair and now having all the blockers. How much are they worth against a crazy person? Let's find out. Cool. Not quite, but actually we're closing the action here. We have a pair in our hand, so it was a min raise. We were in the big blind, was 20 cents more. The Shadow Maniac in the house! Belatedly very happy holidays, Shadow Maniac. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas with you and yours. Nice to see you here, sir. Just calling sounds good to me. The jack shouldn't be a problem. Nice to see you, Shadow Maniac. Shadow Maniac is here for your viewing pleasure. Say it out loud. Pleasurable. Indeed, Shadow Maniac, indeed. Going to the casino makes you tilt so much. Really? What is it, the table talk or the donk moves? The table talk, I can see both. Being waxing. The turn was a 4. Shadow Maniac. Not a poker problem, but Jesus Christ, yeah. But that's what makes it so profitable. The things that make you go, oh God, Jesus, really? But it can be tough to stomach, yeah. No two ways about it. Yeah, with a heart in our hand, let's go for the bet. We catch the nasty turn right away. River splitting often, or just are plain dead once in a while too. We're good. Cool. Did I soft play versus you? Wait, did I have a full house there? Shit, I did! I honestly hadn't realized at all, Kippery. Apparently I had quads. Um. No, no, rest assured, I'm not slow playing against, or soft playing against you. Playing a 12k guaranteed PLO tournament. Go, 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 Ginger. Ginger Snaps. Nice. Nice. How do you buy? Cheers to you, cheers. Thank you for saying that. Not least the chat makes this to an excellent place to pick up more about PLO. And I do intend to share as much as I can about my thought process with the eternal disclaimer that it's going to be wrong often enough. Or at least not very sophisticated yet in all the spots. But cheers. Love hearing that. Mm, okay. Ooh. That ain't Shazam, I don't know what is. Table talk does annoy you too. Well, I guess you could go the headphones route. But yeah, I'm kind of not born for live poker, but I got some nice feedback from an old lady that was playing Limit Hold'em her whole life, and she gave me some nice words about the way I handled the live games. And I was at times playing a mean what's it called? A mean Limit Hold'em game during that week in Vegas. No, no, Ginger Snaps. If you're talking about me here, that you're asking for my opinion. No, 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 it's all good. It's don't you worry. It's all good. I have plenty of things to learn, and not least the chat taught me a bunch of them in the past. Yeah, good point, Chano. Use tight to check more. If it's wide, see bet more. Hmm. Yeah, okay. A lot of drunk idiots that shoot off their mouth. Yeah, can see that being annoying really quickly. General tendencies on MPN or looseness. Oh, for sure, looseness and a good amount of people that I've marked in red. I can't recall the last stream we had on microgaming where we didn't have at least one maniac on some table. Usually way more than that. No hands really for us currently. See how Kipri fares in this one. Yeah, we folded reasonably. Hey, let's check back what's happening here. How in the hell did this guy, who is really not aggressive at all, but very, very loose, get it in there? I have no clue how that happened. Jesus. Check calling the flop another turn in that spot. Yeah, Frau Schwein! Here as well. Nice to see you, Frau Schwein. Happy holidays belatedly. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas with your family. Nice to see you here, sir. It's a night of some crazy dudes around and of big pots every once in a while. Check high flush round. That's it. Nope, 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 nope. Then we have this, where we got to check in the big blind. Some crappy aces over here. Oh, he's really short. Okay. I don't know what's up with limping, being this short and limping. We're 3-bet shoved, okay. I have no opinion about the 6x raising. I guess in a tournament that's I don't know how many limpers were in there, but that seems that high. In the cash game, I keep hearing that you have to raise a lot. Or you can raise a lot and you still get a bunch of callers. We're curious to hear how that plays out, how that's gonna play out, Chase. Yeah, the money's gone in. All for it. You just casually flopped the top set, huh? With the good old 8-8-5-3. That's a well-constructed limping range there. Hats off, sir. He called it, really? He called his friend over and nobody said anything about it? Jesus, that's a wild story. But yeah, I mean, that's just a fold maybe in the beginning of a tournament, right? Here, having 2 pair now. Ooh, baby. Okay, this case we let it go. Yeah, I'll just call. Oxygen not included. Yeah, JC is right. At best, he's flipping. He did have the better flush. Actually, he bet. Yeah, I think I could have easily folded that. Didn't really think about it. Some very nice aces coming our way here. Why not? Tensions killer, denying equity. We have blockers, continuations, but not really interested in seeing turns wherever, so it makes me lean towards the bet. Yeah, that was my. I believe that was my thought process in short there. That I wanted to protect my hand. on the queen 6-5 with top and bottom. In the meanwhile, we got this one where we're deep. Grudgingly, but without a, whatever it's called, club here, let it go. Good thing we did. Because we're up against the top set. It's a nice card, gives us a bunch of equity in case we're behind. Ooh, baby. Still gonna raise it up. Mostly what we do is increase the rake here, but I do show up with bluffs sometimes. Like, namely all the queens. Even just aces I might turn into a bluff. So let's give it a shot. What you shouldn't do is come out the top. Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Every once in a while we get a hero call from a top set or a queen 9. Although not the top set. The top set's not leading the river. Despite all the huge pots and everything, I believe we're right around breaking even for the day. Which is fine by me for the first day after a long break. Also, we get some rake back. Not complaining too loudly. Down here we had a bunch of limpers and I wasn't having it. We flop alright, top and bottom, blocking the straights quite heavily. Don't have a single diamond though. And we are deep twice. He leads. Alright, see turn then. Meanwhile, we have a top set here. Why am I in this hand? Why am I in this hand? Why didn't I raise? Checks. Like seeing that. Yeah, we're just going with it. Oh, I didn't see that you snuck into the hand. You're still in there. Alright. Just letting it be done. He lets it go, and we're heads up against a pure flush draw. Come on, not like this. Come on, pair the board. Against the Queen Jack 5-5, really. That is a little bit brutal. That is a little bit brutal. Not losing against a flush, just losing it against that specific hand. Jesus. That is a good point, Legends Killer. I believe we were early position. And that isn't a good hand for a good flop for a range. That I hadn't considered at all. It's a good point. Okay. So the thing is, he's not folding a lot. I think I let it go, wait for a better spot. Flop and check, check. Ah, with three ways. Okay, that might actually hit someone. In the meantime, with aces here, that's alright. Without a missed spade, give it a shot, and we are good. Shazam. Not this time, my friend. Chase DS, the current head. Unfortunately, you have to give me more details, Chase DS. I'll put it in the chat so you don't have a chance to forget. With the delay, I usually don't know what hand you might be referring to. Here. Okay. Come on, really? Oh, brother. The tight dude, really? And we have... we need to let it go. I would have raised him, but if he now suddenly makes a move... We blocked the draws heavily. We blocked the mate hands too, but I suspect we are up against the set here. Decent amount of the time. What the fuck was that? So this guy is rather crazy. That's just weird. Right, at ace queen spades and turn 10 of spades. Let me see if I can find this hand. It must have been on microgaming. Let's see if I can dig it up. Oh, that... Yeah, I remember the hand. Damn it. Guess he likes his hand. That's too bad. Really? That turn? What a run out. So it was probably this hand here, chase the ace, right? Oh no, I had spades. Yeah, I did have spades. So... Bet the turn, gotcha. No, I don't think I would bet the turn, and precisely because of that reason. We were deep, so he can put a lot of pressure on later in the hand on the river if he makes his hand, or if he has a better hand or not. And see if I missed something here. Nope. Yeah, and it would just get sucked to get raised there. We still have a decent amount of equity, but then we just have to play a bloated pot. So I believe I would check this pretty much always. Also, it does put a lot of stuff out there which we're not blocking. We're not blocking any pair from the board. We're not blocking king 10 or even, 10-8 or something. Not to mention a jack 9 or 9-6. The 9-6, I guess we block a tiny bit, but that's it. So I feel I pretty much would always check and check call. Ginger Snaps, that's an awesome accomplishment. 24th out of almost 900 runners. Huge congratulations. Very nice run. Congrats, mate. Well done. Happy to hear it. So we got some nasty runouts here recently. But then again, we got some really fine ones earlier as well, so not complaining. Probably gonna call it a night soon, I think. Wow, and it's only 6 more follows until it's a nice even 1,400 followers to the channel. Jesus. Makes me a little bit excited whenever I see that number. I have to admit. Giving us 2 pair. Kivri might be up to some shenanigans here. Trouble is, there are a lot of rivers that are nasty to play. But we are in position, so... Ooh, okay. What am I thinking? We're up against Kivri. Of course we're gonna sack out. Just calling here, however. That's the one, perfect. So I got the right one. Yeah, our fair share turn, our fair share of nasty turns recently. That'll be a nope, I suspect. Yeah. Check up on that one. Maybe it's a bit too nitty. Yeah, it should be played. Should be definitely raised, and depending on the situation, raise called or raise folded. On the other hand, a very active player, a bunch of very active players to our left here. Very active table is what I meant to say. A bunch of high VPIP, high aggro players to our left, and in the last hand here in the big blind as well. So, meh. There's also an argument against raising this hand in the first place. We're just seeing more than our fair share of 3-bets on this table. That being said, normally that's a fine raise fold MP. Wow. Even though it's just middle pair, I think in a spot like this when we have the front nut door flush draw and the back door second nut flush draw, the money just goes in and it's fine to bet. Up against kings, fair enough so far. Need some help. And we get it in the form of an unexpected straight in the end. Shazamming it up for a buy-in. Cheers. That helped. Blaze it. Not blazing it much anymore. Strangely enough, these days are mostly behind me. Legends Killer, thank you for hanging out with us for so long. Have a good night, mate. Thanks for being here. Yeah, and agree with what Chase is saying there. Thank you very much for the input tonight. It was rather educational for me to read. So maybe another 10 minutes. Who's on? Who can we raid after this? Man, that's one weird song. I guess we can rate Kevoli. He's a nice chap. Met him recently on Twitch, and apparently he's in the final two tables of the Big 22 with 4.4k up top. That'd be fun. Mm. Alright, see your turn. Oh, baby, that's good turn. Sad run out. And did have a flush, which he didn't bet again. Yeah, let's make this the last orbit, I'd say. Cheers for the Shazam. Don't even make a straight in the big blind. Top pair and a flush draw. I think that's alright. Looks like all hell is breaking loose here. Really? I guess let's see a board. Sometimes you do catch a nice one. Oh, in the meanwhile, let's move to conclusion here. Man, got a little bit lucky there. Ooh, that qualifies as a nice board indeed. Giving us a gutter to the Ubernuts. Nice, not pairing the board is awesome. Doubt we get a call. Not from him, yeah. Nice last hand, however. At least last hand on the table. Few more coming up. So, as for tomorrow, I'll be back at around 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, it should be. I should make it until 4. One more hand coming up here. And for tomorrow, i.e. Sunday and Monday, it's going to be the same program as today. I'm going to put out a schedule tomorrow as well. I'm going to post it on Twitter and update the countdown thingy here on the Twitch page as well. Put it on the Discord in case you care. And the plan is that I'm going to be streaming afternoon and evening tomorrow and on Monday. On Tuesday, I probably won't get to stream at all since I need to move my ass to the party where I'm going to be DJing. And I suspect the party is going to knock me out for 2 days. So right now I'm planning on continuing. So continuing 2 days after New Year's. Tuesday is New Year's, so the first. Right now, the first I'm not going to be streaming on Wednesday. Right now, I kind of doubt I'll be streaming on Thursday. I don't know. I'm going to be careful and say I'm going to be back on Friday next week, but with an added option of possibly Thursday, but who knows? Depends on in what condition I survive the party. But it's New Year's, and it might be taking it out of me. And what a nice last hand to have. We could win or lose a big one here. We're deep against 2.5 peeps. Bunch of crazies here. At least one. Scaramanga grew your bankroll. Now you rolled from mid-stakes PLO. Awesome. Awesome. Happy to hear it. I forgot to click the button. I guess another, what's it called? What's it called? Another orbit then. Kibri, horrible evening. Sorry to hear it. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, right? Yep. That one certainly qualified as a decent board. Okay, I guess 2 more hands then. I'm very happy to be breaking even in the end, or sort of breaking even. Yeah, no, we are breaking even. Cool. Could be better, could be a lot worse. I'll take it. But why did I fold this? I don't know. Time to go to bed. Well, at least time to stop playing poker. Gonna watch the final episodes of Aquarius, the David Duchovny series on Netflix, involving like Charles Manson. And seeing David Duchovny as a detective is always a treat. A fun guy too. Good actor, I like him. So, once again, I'm deep. My deepest thanks, Chase the Ace, for everything you did today, the bits, the gift subs, and just being all around nice and awesome as always. Thank you for all of that. And of course the same, or most of that, minus the gift subs. But just being nice and awesome goes out to the rest of you. The chat was amazing today. I enjoyed reading it immensely. Got a YouTube channel with your playlists, please. Chase the Ace. Sure thing. That's the only YouTube channel I got. So, and Bracerman and Gloryman. Thank you very much for the resubs as well and the new follows. Yeah, for hanging around, everybody. Let's head over to Kvodi stream, who is deep in the Big 22. It looks like still sitting there on 11 tables, 11 players remaining. Oh, for the DJ playlist. There isn't one, Chase the Ace. Really, but I can. There's no YouTube channel for that because, you know, YouTube being pissy about copyright stuff. There's not a Twitch channel, but in the future, there's nothing there right now, I believe. In the future, it's gonna be. My DJ streams are gonna happen on this channel. So the Nuts for Music channel is gonna be a legacy channel soon. I don't think I'm gonna be doing much more there than from now on. But I think if they're not there already, I can put some links to some sets that I made in the past at home in the off-topic section on the Discord. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I don't want to bore you with no poker action on the channel. Let's head over to Kvodi. Appreciate you spending time with me, and I hope you have a nice Saturday evening. And if you want, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon and evening. Until then, thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.